Hello guys, this is Alison Hunter one more time, and today we are going to study what we call the switch formula in Microsoft Excel. So switch is a very interesting formula. We are used to the traditional conditional conditioning formulas that we have in Excel, such as uh, if, for example, right? So we can say, for example, that if the D, um, I don't know, if it's D is equal, we can say to E. So if that is true, we can basically say that they're equals. Or if not, we say no, they're not. Let's type in they're not. They are not. So we are pretty sure that you're familiar with this. Let's try now. Just place something here like 2 and 3, and it will say they are not. If we place 2 and 2, they will say they are equal. That's very common conditional formulas. However, in the case of switch, we have a different approach for this. So I have put together a couple of data here with some exercise to use as an example. We will work in both the column and the row. On row number 5 that we have here, these will represent the week that we have for a variety of months, and then we will have a column that will contain the month. Okay, so we will say that these were specific weeks that we were using, or we can say the first week of each of the month. So this will be values of certain score that I had for I don't know, a class or something. Okay, so first thing that I need to do is just go to the let's get the phone on this part area or box that I have here, and let me just go ahead and work with validation in this case by clicking on the data tab, and we are going to click on data validation on the ribbon and then choose the data validation option on the drop down list in here, the drop down menu. So let's go ahead and click there. We are very familiar with this because we have done it in the past. So we select list, and then we are going to add the range that we will have for the drop down list, in this case the days. So let's hit enter, and let's just make sure to click OK as well, and now you'll be able to see the list of days. On the same way, we're going to produce another drop down here by just clicking again the data validation and adding a list for the month that we'll be working. We build this drop down based on the list of the months that we have on column B. So you can see here as well that the month has been set for a drop down list here as well. Okay, so now the step number 3, I guess, was not exactly counting, but next step we will take on this is just basically work with the switch formula. We are going to try to find the mean value that we had for Wednesday in a particular day, or we can also try to find the mints that we had by month. So how do we have to accomplish that? When we're talking about the days, min and max is basically just making sure, if we go to this area and we select range for the days, we will see the mean that happened in that exact date and that column for the rest of the days. This is for the min. All right, as a matter of fact, just place min here, and then for the max, it will be exactly the same, except that we will be working with max, and we will find the max that we had on this range for these days as well. So let's just go ahead and scroll this here, and you can see here now the different type of values that we have for both of these formulas. So the idea of working with switch is just making sure that if we find a particular day here, we are going to return that min or max in this box without the need of showing all of the days at the same time. So let's just go ahead and work with switch. Switch will just take a parameter, okay? For example, if I had here A and then I have here B, we are going to show you how to use the switch. So switch will take a parameter, as I say, and just decide, you know, let's say let's validate this one first. If we have A here, so what we are telling, if this cell contains an A, we are simply going to tell in this cell, this is A. If the cell contains a B, we can say, let's say this is B, and so on. We can add as many conditions as we want on these, and then we can set up the default value, the value that will be there if we don't actually change anything. It could be a dash, it could be a plus sign, it could be just an empty space in there. I mean, just a space, you know, an empty character. By doing that, you can see, since I placed the A in there, if I now copy B there, you will see that it says this is B. And if I happen to remove this, we will have nothing on the formula. So this is how the switch function works. Even if I place here, for example, a K, and I go like this is a K, you will see that if I place a K there, it will just simply tell us, okay, you're now having a K in there. So it's really nice. It's a nice way to organize your conditionals. So we will do the same with the days and months in here, okay? So that we can just retrieve the min and max on that specific date without the need of having the entire amount of values that we have for a range, okay, of in this case the days. So let's go ahead and just add the formula. I have already here, you know, a series of formulas that I prepared for you guys. So let's start with the switch for the days. Finding the min. Let's go ahead and add it here. As you can see now, you are able to find that on Wednesday, which is right reflected here. As you can see, we have an 81 for min, and you can see here that it's 81 for min. Let's go ahead and choose Thursday. It's 80 and 80. Now let's try Monday, which is 82 right here. 82. Let's go ahead and change for Monday, and as you can see, boom, thing is just perfectly working. Let's go ahead and try the same thing with the max. Okay, if we just go ahead and add this right now, for Monday we have 99, as you can see here as well. It's just perfectly working as 99, and so on, right? If we continue to change, for example, 100 for Friday, you can perfectly see here that it was 100, and so on. And I did exactly the same with month. Okay, if we find the min for the month, it will be the same process. We can add the min here, but instead of just going for columns, we were going to go by cell, and the min for this is basically reflected here. January will have 83, as you can see here, and same thing we can do with the max. Let's go ahead and try the max here. Matter of fact, the max for January was 99, as you can see here. Let's go ahead and add the formula that I prepared for you guys in max for the month. and you will see that it's actually just retrieving the right information. So in that case, once we have this done, we don't need to have this anymore, because we were now able to simply retrieve this information just by working with the data validation drop down list and a couple of things. This is very handy when you just want to show a summary of what you have for a variety of data that you just want to be able to display in a dashboard, and you want to contain the specific summary of the specific amount of different type of tables that you already have, and you just want to share with the rest of the team, or if you're just preparing a presentation for someone, this is the way you can actually work with. So I'm pretty sure this will come handy for you next time we will work with more formulas that has conditioning effect in different type of values for the cells that we're working with. Alvis and Hunter here one more time, ready to let you go, but I see you on the next video.